Bitcoin holds 80K support, but for how long? And gold and silver is starting to crash. How low can they go? Let's find out. Welcome back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now, it's about 2:15 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 84,165. And before we do the top-down analysis, I want to go over this winning trade on the one-day chart for Bitcoin and give you guys a head and shoulder pattern with the measured move taking us to about 77,887. We haven't hit the whole measured move yet, but we did get more than half of the measured move, all the way down to about 81,177. So in my book, this is a winning trade so far. Remember, the measured move is just the potential of the move, but you could definitely start taking profits along the way. So congratulations on whoever took this trade. This is a big win for the FlexCandle community. Quick heads up before we continue, I'm about to release the FlexCandle beginner course where I break down how to read candles, structure, indicators, and actually plan trades the right way. If you're interested, email me at flexcandle2025@gmail.com and just write, "I want the course." Anyone who emails me before the launch will get a 50% discount when it drops in the next week or two. Now we're going to start off here with the weekly chart, and right now this is looking very bearish. This candle closes in the next 2 days and 5 hours. The stochastics RSI are rolling over. We're currently below the 100 moving average with a body candle for the first time. We still have 2 days to see if maybe this could get back up above the 100 moving average, but if we cannot, I do expect more downside, possibly even down to 70K. You guys can see here the breakdown of this bear flag is already starting to happen. We head over to the 4-day chart. We're bouncing off right now this 200 moving average. There's still 2 days and 5 hours before this candle closes. If we lose this 200 moving average, then I would expect us to come down to this 200 moving average on the 5-day, which is also at 71,642. The 3-day chart, this candle closes today in the next 4 hours and 45 minutes. And if we close like this, we'll definitely be closing way under the 200 moving average, and this is very bearish here. On the 2-day chart, stochastics still have to reset here. The RSI is rolling over. We have a big giant red engulfing candle below the 21 moving average. This is not looking good here for Bitcoin. On the daily chart, stochastics look to roll over here as well, and if we close like this, this is going to be pretty much about the 11th candle that we close below the 21 moving average. So this is looking very bearish as well. As you guys know, we already did more than half of the measure move of this head and shoulder pattern. The whole measure move does take us down to about 77,800 around there. If we cannot get back above this 21 moving average, I do see this playing out. Now, one thing that we have going for us is that we are kind of far away from the 21 moving average. That's currently at 90,793. So it's possible that if we reset, we could go up. I don't know if we'll make it back up to 90,000. I feel like there's going to be some type of resistance now at around 87K, 88K, but we could do a short-term move up and then possibly continue going down from there if we cannot hold higher levels. We head over to the 22-hour chart. We see that the stochastics are still on the way down. 8-hour chart, we're starting to get some curvature back up here on the stochastics RSI and also on the RSI. We're starting to get a green candle. This closes in the next 4 hours and 40 minutes. If we could close here green, maybe we could make it back up to this 21 moving average, like I'm saying, at 87,500. Certain things are pointing that maybe we could make a move up, but for how long? If we reject from the 21 moving average, I do expect more downside. On the 4-hour chart, stochastics are looking good. It looks like we want to come up. Again, we're far away from the 21 moving average. That's at 86,856, and we currently do have a green candle. We have 40 minutes right now before this candle closes. If this closes green, we have a shot to continue going up. On the 1-hour chart here, stochastics are toppy. We are above, though, the RSI on the 50, and we are above the 21 moving average. We could start making a run towards this 50 moving average here at 85,553. And could this eventually end up turning into some type of inverted head and shoulder, left shoulder, head? We reject a little bit, but never go below the 21 moving average. And then we make a right shoulder. And the measure move to this could possibly bring us back up to 88K. And then we will have to see what happens from there. So let's keep that in mind. Let's see what ends up happening. The only thing is that the stochastics are toppy. So we can make it to this 50 moving average, reject, stay above the 21 moving average. We have a shot for that happening. And on the 15-minute chart, stochastics are starting to get toppy. We're well above the 21 moving average. It looks like we want to go and touch this 200 moving average. That's at 85,633. This is going to be a big test. If we get to this 200 moving average, but we cannot get above it, I would say more downside. If we could pierce through it, then we do have the shot to continue going up to about 87K. So right now, overall, I could see us making a move to 87, 88K, and then possibly rolling over. I can't be bullish on Bitcoin at the moment. We're way below the 200 moving average here on the 4-hour chart. That's at 90K. For me to even feel an ounce of bullishness for Bitcoin, I would have to say we got to get to at least 90K and hold it. And then we could speak about other price ranges from there. But if we cannot get above 90K and hold it, then I'm still bearish on Bitcoin. Now let's head over to gold. Gold has been going rampant here. Now what's scary about gold is that we made it all the way as high as 5,600. Now what's scary about gold is that if this starts to come down and this is the end of the bull run for gold, I don't think it is, but I'm just saying, and you get stuck there on the top, you could get stuck there for years. Because look at this parabolic run that we've been able to do. The last time that we were even up here was in 2020 when we was like at $2,000, and then look how long it took before we could make a move up. And just look how much gold has dragged. As you can see, once we have like a blow off top, we're down in the dumps for years and years. So if this is the end and we get caught here and this gets down, we could stay here for a very long time. Of course, then the economic weather is different. It's a different year. We're in 2026. Things could be different, but you know, history has a way of repeating itself. Now, what I can tell you about gold is that this candle is going to close in the next 2 hours and 36 minutes here for the weekly. Now, we are far away from the 21 moving average. That's at 4,207. We just came down right now and we're currently at 4,850. So we're already correcting ourselves. We're way too far from this 21 moving average. If we're going to continue going up, we're going to have to consolidate here and wait for this 21 moving average to catch up to price. And then from there, maybe we could continue going up. But if not, we're going to come down to this 21 moving average. That's at 4,200. And if we can't hold that, then we could possibly continue going down. Now, the stochastics look like they want to go up on the weekly. We head over to the 3-day chart. The stochastics here are toppy. 21 moving averages at 4,400. I mean, we corrected a lot already. We went as low here today on the daily. We already touched the 21 moving average at 4,734. We went as low as 4,682. So basically $1,000 dump we've done already so far in the past 2 days. So that's a good enough correction. We're still above the 50 on the RSI. The stochastics RSI are about to roll over. We could always roll back up. This might be enough just to keep us going here sideways until the weekly catches up to the 21 moving average. We went up a lot, so I'm expecting us to go sideways for a little bit. But again, we're in a big bull run right now for gold, so I wouldn't be surprised if they blast us back up. But if they do blast us back up so quickly after dropping down so quickly, maybe that could be the end. So you just have to be careful, because again, if you get caught on the top and we fall all the way down, it could be a long time before we go back up. We take a look at the 4-hour chart. We're still above the 200 moving average. That's at 4,611. Stochastics are starting to reset. We're trying to hold above the 100 moving average. You guys know if we lose the 200 moving average on the 4-hour, I become bearish. So we're still above it. That's not that bad. And on the 1 hour, we did lose the 200 moving average. This has to reset. So right now, what I got to tell you about gold is that we're probably going to continue going sideways. If we do fall down more, I can see us falling down to about 4,400, 4,200, and then making another run up, possibly towards $6,000 or more. Now let's take a look at silver. This has also dipped down in a long time, and if we look and backtrack silver, it's the same thing. Like, look how long this has been on the floor for. The last time this spiked up a lot was back in 2011 when we made it to about $49. After then, we fell down, went down to like $15 for a while. We went back up to 30, fell back down to like 20, stayed there for a long time, and now all of a sudden, this is like the new altcoin right now. It's silver and gold. We did not get an altcoin season, but we're getting this metal season, and we went up as high as 121.64 cents. And again, we got too far away from the 21 moving average. That's currently at $60.91. This looks like it has to still correct a little bit. So let's see what ends up happening. We'll probably just continue going sideways, wait for the 21 moving average to catch up the price. Pretty similar to gold. On the 3-day chart, stochastics are on the way down here. We're getting close to the 21 moving average. That's at $70 basically. On the daily chart, we got below the 21 moving average average, and we're fighting to stay above the 50 moving average now. That's at $73. So today alone, we went as low as $74. Stochastics are toppy. The RSI is starting to lose the 50. We're on the way down. Now, this could go down lower. I wouldn't be surprised if we go down at least to the 100 moving average at $60 here. Take a look at the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart, we're starting to lose the 200 moving average. This candle closes in 2 hours and 30 minutes. We lose the 200 moving average, we could see more downside. We would have to hold $83. Right now, we're at $83. And on the 1-hour chart, stochastics are still on the way down. We did lose the 200, but we are far away from the 21 moving average at $102. We could continue to go sideways here, like I said, wait for the 21 to come down, or we can make it back up to the 21. They're playing around with gold and silver. Is very volatile at the moment. Today's been a crazy day. It's been going up and down, but I feel like if we're going to continue going up with gold and silver, we do need to consolidate here for the moment and hold these prices at least. If silver does go down, I expect it to go down possibly to $60, and then from there maybe we can make a move back up. But again, we're in a bull run situation, so I wouldn't be surprised if this just blasts up. I would just be very careful, because again, if this is the top, I don't think it is, but if it is the top, then we could get stuck up here for a very long time before we ever get back up here again. So I would just be careful with that. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.